welcome back to the channel and welcome to another review. And this one is Shadow and Bone. Finally able to finish it, and this one was a surprising one for me. And here's why. First episode starts and it's a great one, but at the same time I felt like that episode was meant for people who have read the books. For some reason, every character talked like we, the audience, were supposed to know what they're talking about. There are characters they're mentioning, there are places they're mentioning, there are things they're mentioning, different casts and all, and you're just supposed to know. And I think it was a bit too fast and a bit too heavy on info, and at that point I just felt like maybe there could have been another episode before that, another episode 1, and this being an episode 2, which kind of eases in the viewer into this world and introduce everything in a way that is easy to understand. The good thing about Harry Potter movies and the Lord of the Rings movies, even though they're based on the books, you never felt like you needed to read the books. Everything, the information, the characters were given to you in a way that you can clearly understand what is happening, what's what, who's who, and it was easy to follow. And in that episode, it just felt like that it was going a bit too fast and it just started in the middle of something. Other than that, it was a well-paced episode, but just the problem was there was a bit too much info in there. But the end of the episode happens and you're like, wow, it's a great end. And then you're expecting a lot of things happen in episode 2, 3, and 4. One of the examples is this character, the main character, is supposed to go through a certain training. We only see minimal training. It would have been great to see her get some hand-to-hand combat training. There is one very specific scene where something happens and we're getting ready. She's getting ready to see some action, and it's like, okay, here we go. These episodes are gonna follow her, not just her getting accustomed to the usual things that are happening around her, the people and how they're supposed to live and how they're supposed to talk and what they're supposed to wear, but also to see her really get this powerful training and become this really powerful character. And you see this teacher and he's this hardcore teacher. They're like, whoa, she's gonna go against all of these girls, these powerful women, and let's see some action. Let's see these powers getting to use and her getting used to not just the world, but how these techniques and fighting techniques work. But they never go there. It's most of the time is just her, getting out of bed. And also it's just someone helping her out of the bed. Someone helping her getting ready. Someone telling her how the world works, which is all fine, but that balance was uneven. It should have been that, and also maybe another episode of her, getting that training, and it would have been great to see that. Also, those episodes from 2 to 4 were kind of slow, a bit too slow, and it also didn't help because how everything was introduced in episode 1. It just felt like it was just going and going and going, and the information hasn't registered yet because for me, I haven't read the books. But then something happens towards the end of episode 4 and the show becomes one brilliant show. I'm telling you, by that time I was ready to leave this show. I just couldn't get attached to it in a way that I should have, or I thought I would. But then it actually happens. And then from there on towards the end of episode 4, towards the finale, it is an amazing ride. Somehow the characters just flow and the story just gets going. The pacing gets going. The dialogue, the things that are happening, the events that are unfolding are intriguing, extremely interesting, and it just goes on to a very different show, a really fast-paced show. And it's very jarring that the first 4 episodes, especially 2 to 4, or towards the end of 4 take so much time and not in a lot of convincing manner, but from there on, it's just a completely different show. And the finale is an amazing finale, and it sets up something for season 2 that I can't wait to actually watch. So, with all of that in mind, I do think this is a show that is a perfect 8 out of 10 for me. Again, I'm rating this based on me never reading the books. I don't know the overall storyline. I've only seen the show. But again, if somebody says to me that, oh, you read the books to know more, I understand that. But at the same time, if you've not read the books, the show should be giving you the information in a way that's cohesive, that's easy to understand. As I said, a good example is Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings movies. You never felt like you're confused or just sitting there watching something without really understanding the world, the places, or the people, or who's who, and what's actually happening. So yeah, that's my take on it. What did you all think about it? Leave a comment below, let me know. And other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this review, there are a whole lot of others on the channel. Please go have a watch. And yeah, take it easy, take care, and I will catch you all soon. Until then, ta-ta, AK out.